Hello, I'm Lucille Trzcinski. Come with me. Let's take an insider's tour of Wallingford. Here are some of our town's most outstanding landmarks. Our stately town hall. Our lovely gazebo down at Johanna Manfreda Fishbein Park. Our beautiful park, Dutton Park, at the north end of North Main Street. And here is our parade ground, something of which we are all very proud. But let's not limit our view. Let's take a look at the whole picture. Purchased in 1991 for $425,000, 390 Center Street, right in the heart of downtown, was used for a time as the Wallingford Gallery. At some point, the fire escape, which was falling off the building, was taken down. The utilities were disconnected. The windows were broken, and a hole developed in the roof. Because of this, there has been major weather-related damage. And this is the inside of the building, and this is the first floor. It would seem that the fate of this building is sealed, and that the taxpayers of Wallingford have paid $425,000 for 1/10 of an acre of land. For 10 years, our abandoned Simpson School building greeted visitors as they drove into town from I-91. And this is what the neighbors had to look at for the same time, or perhaps even longer. The property was sold in 2005. This lovely building was demolished in August of 2007 to make way for some 30 condos. The 3-acre site, larger than the Wooding Kaplan site, was sold for $100,000. Lucky builder, poor us. The American Legion building, which is before you, bought in 1994 for potential town hall expansion, cost us $190,000. Not bad, but like with everything else in Wallingford, you've got to take a closer look. The front steps. The grass growing in the gutters. The rear entrance. The peeling paint. Even at the entrance. And the inside is even worse. Will we sell it at a rock-bottom price? Keep your eyes and ears open. It's under discussion right now in executive session. Oh my God. The Wooding Kaplan site, since 1991 and counting. Unkept, overgrown, and uncared for. While we're waiting to see what this property will be used for, let's clean it up, plant some grass, put in some benches, and make some use of it. Still, the question remains, who will maintain it? These hedges were meticulously cared for by the property owner for years. Last year, when the town wanted a referendum sign removed, it was determined that this site was part of our parade ground, and because it was public property, the sign had to be removed. Well, here are those same hedges today. After a call to the town, they were trimmed. Our brick walkways that we worked so hard to have put in place, that took time, money, effort, and planning, this is how we take care of them. Or not. One of the main entrances to our park and recreation building. The cracked piece of concrete in front of the door was replaced with asphalt. The weeds are growing. Here is the garden right at the main entrance. What greets visitors as they pull up to the front door. We do clean it up once a year, just before project graduation. The entrance to our linear trail and the exit. One side and the other side. Welcome to downtown Wallingford off of exit 64. One side and the other side off of River Road. The entrance to Garden Road, which has been blocked off. How long will this remain on a major artery into downtown Wallingford? Let's look at the result of analysis paralysis, as I like to call it. A property on Route 5, just at the entrance to Stop and Shop, has been in foreclosure since 1989. The abutting property owner offered to pay the tax liens of $125,000, pay the $49,000 required to clean up the contamination, and take it through the foreclosure process, which the town, and rightly so, does not want to do. This would get rid of this 18-year-old eyesore as well as some hazardous waste and put the property back on the tax rolls. A wonderful opportunity, right? Wrong. With the encouragement of the mayor, who talked about the monies accrued in interest and penalties on the back taxes, the council voted to turn down this offer, even though Corporation Counsel told them that in the past 18 years he has had 3 public auctions, and not only did no one bid on the property, no one even came. The buyer has walked away, and the interest and penalties continue to grow while the property remains off the tax rolls. Standing still and doing nothing costs money. The dam at the once beautiful community lake was breached in 1979. In the mid-'80s, the firm of Fuss & O'Neill, suggested by the Department of Environmental Protection, gave the committee the go-ahead to restore the lake to its historic level. The DEP at that time even allowed for the construction of a dam, although not to its original height. The estimates given were in the $800,000 range. Now, some 20 years later, we'll not be allowed to restore the lake to anywhere near its original size, and neither are we able to rebuild the dam. But even so, the cost will be in the millions of dollars. Although the mayor rarely, if ever, attended a meeting of the Restoration Committee, he recently did. Just when the committee felt that they were going to be able to move ahead, the mayor had the town engineer bring in a consulting firm who suggested that more studies be done to see if there were any wetlands at the bottom of the lake bed that might be contaminated. So upset were the committee members that one of them resigned in protest. So this lovely lake has become, and remains, a mighty forest. Look closely, not just at the surface of things. The truth lies somewhere underneath. I'm Lucille Trzcinski, and I approve.